she has a little tree that she literally didn't touch. It's like a cat tree and it's really cute. She has never laid on it or anything, and she didn't touch it for the longest time, but and I'm just watching her being mischievous because she's just been like she is one crazy lady. It's really cute. Maybe I'll insert a picture of it here. Boom. And she just doesn't use it, and she didn't scratch it for a long time because I was like, okay, well, I got that for scratching, and she does, and that's why it's crazy, because then she'll like try and scratch the poofs, and I'm just kind of like I'm just gonna like, what the heck, like, you know, like, I guess there's probably like, what's going on? I guess there's definitely like probably different textures that like feel good to scratch. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of cats though, and this is just gonna, I'm gonna let my mind go where it goes. Speaking of cats, and this is also really breathy. Isn't this fun? It looks like a little egg thing, kind of. I've never taken it off. I've never done this before, but it's kind of fun. And I've just been like feeling very cozy, and I was just like, I'm not making my bed. This is the only part that's made. And azula, stop. And I just want to feel comfy and cozy. And you know what? Check. I mean, I'm gonna make my bed later, obviously, when I leave it. But for now, it's just you and me. Back to the cats. Okay, the cats. I am currently right now, and I should say I am currently, but I've been kind of bad about it. I'm playing Strays, and it's about this like little cat. It's a little video game about this little cat, and it's like post-apocalyptic, I believe. Yeah, and there's these 4 cats, and when it first starts, you get to like play with them, and they'll like scratch on things, and like you can meow them if you do the B button. You can meow them, and it's so cute, and they will like nestle up to each other, and then your cat, and I don't know if there's like if the cat has a name, or if I'm supposed to name it, I don't know, but it's really cute. And oh my god, this one time, like, this was really hard for me to pass, but there's these evil little like blob things that are attaching to me, and you get a little robot. What I'm trying to say is, you actually should, and this is my promise to you, if you do come over to Twitch and to Discord, I will say hi, and I will stream more, and it'll be so fun. And sorry, please let me know too, if you guys want to see like even streams just like chilling like this, or more in real life, or even like breakfast streams. Like, that just sounds like kind of fun. Also, okay, let me look at my little thing. Okay, I'm just trying to like I said, really do acknowledge deep down, but I do need some art. Like, how crazy would this be right now if there's just like some nice art around me? I need art in my apartment, honestly. Sadly, it's like the one, like, it's the last thing, it's the last whatever, and I like would love, it would be so much, because, well, I'm like, oh, okay, there's actually a lot of issues with art. There's a lot of drums. And maybe you guys will agree with this with me. Maybe not. But okay. I just feel like it's hard to like acquire like good art, and it can be very expensive. And I'm personally not in the point of my life where I can like spend like $100 for like one poster and like all of that, with like, obviously that would be framed or like whatever, but it's like, and I don't want to buy like the little weird like printed like the graphics, what is it called when it's like fuzzy, just like low resolution, like pack, like aesthetic, Y2K aesthetic pack, like on Amazon. Like, I don't want to do that. I have in the past like printed out my own like on a Pinterest and gotten like all these like pictures, and maybe I'll also insert a picture of that. I'm just gonna go crazy today, crazy. And you know what, let's just pause. I'm pausing right here because I really need to clear my throat. Pin out, and I don't remember if I used the same arm of that, but that could be a fire edit. Wait, we'll see. Back to the art though, back to intro to art, intro to painting, intro to drawing. I think it was intro to painting because we did a lot of painting. So I have some paintings from that I like, but I just haven't gone around hanging those up. I don't know. And then I was like, oh, I can make more, but that's also time consuming, and I haven't done that. I think what we're realizing is that I just need to be better with my time so I can be more creative, and I feel so far away from you. But if we do kind of like this little chillness, I will put some artwork up. It'll be super cool. And well, I also don't know if I'm gonna renew my lease or like move. I think I really I would love, I want, and I'm kind of nervous to do this because I've never done this before and it feels very like adult. But so for my lease, it's at the beginning of May. I moved in right at the beginning of May, and I just don't know if I want to like assign another year lease, because I love it here, but the parking is kind of like annoying. And yeah, so I'm gonna like, I don't know if I send a little email or set up a meeting or whatever to the company, but I'm gonna be like, hey guys, what if I've been such a good tenant, I have no complaints from, maybe have I complained? No, okay, but this is tea. I did call the police on my neighbors, like for a noise complaint, like domestic stuff, which is a whole another issue, and like I'm pretty sure they hate me because I never really saw them. But yesterday, me and I think it was like the boyfriend and their dog, like they just completely ignored me, and he like walked all the way around the building, because I think they think that I've called the police and like made all the noise complaints, which is not true, because I also have a really annoying dog that I'm sorry, I don't like. I have high standards for dogs. I don't just love every single dog. Sorry, haters, come at me. Sorry, I just don't. Like, dogs can be really annoying. So many things can be really annoying, but like dogs can get on my nerves, and especially barking. And this until now, but if she did that and I got a package delivered at that same time for some reason, or like whatever, it could get put on her poor little baby paw. And thank you so much for being more chill now. I hope my dream is that she comes up and just do you want to come up here, please, puppy, 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 puppy. I would love if she just like came right there. That'd be so cute. So I actually tried knocking on their door like the first month I moved in multiple times. Well, also actually no, the first time, because I can't remember who was living there before they moved in. There's definitely someone, but I never met them. And oh my goodness, I feel like, okay, just sitting over here. So when they first moved in, I like was coming back with a bunch of bags because I had like spent it like overnight, and I'm just not that best at packing, so I just had like a ton of bags for like one day or whatever. And I remember the guy, because it's a couple, which will come back later, all the DD, all the hot costs, this. So the guy was like, oh, are you moving in too? And I was like, no, just really bad at packing, packing. Anyways, I'm like, you're the worst, your dog is so annoying, whatever. So there's just like noise complaints, and also this is like a pretty old building, so it's not like, I feel the materials are just like a little sturdier than what is going on, a little sturdier than probably more modern like buildings, you know what I mean? Like this is, that's sturdy. I probably shouldn't keep eating that. But so everyone's complaining, like the person like due away from me, like, and that's the thing too, I'm like, we live in these tiny little studios. You're screaming, your dog is screaming, like what do you expect? So then like I guess a lot of people called management, were doing complaints. And then I didn't know this, but there's a girl who lived next door, and she made a little note right outside of her door. Oh, because I'd been trying to bring them like the little tape thing too for their door, because I had extra, because I only needed it for my one door, and I would knock on their door so much because I was like, this will probably also help like the dog chill if it doesn't see like all these feet walking by or whatever. I don't know. They never answered. But so then she wrote a note, left it on her Azula, can you just go over there for me a little bit? Please. Or you can sit over here. You can't sit there. Okay. I'm just gonna put her over here for now because she will. Anyways, Thanksgiving, crazy day, and this all happened before like 11 a.m. So I was like, what is going on? Okay, just like I literally said, Azula walked across the keyboard and that happened. Okay, Thanksgiving. How many times can I say thanks, Thanksgiving in 30 seconds? Who knows? This person is weaving in and out and just like stop, like in the middle of the street, like at a green light, but like it's like all these things, and I was like, they literally almost hit me. I literally watched them watch it. So many people. So I called the police on them because I was like, what is going on? Whatever, that was insane. Okay, so when I finally called the police, and also I just want to say, like, TV is, that's like pretty intense and serious, and I definitely heard things that were like concerning to that, and also like things as someone who like has mental health issues, struggles, whatever, were very concerning to hear. I think it was like either Christmas Eve, no, not Christmas Eve, it was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, and it was just like same thing, they were screaming, blah blah blah, so I just like called the police and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then it was crazy because yeah, it was just a whole thing, and then it was the girl's birthday. I felt really bad, but like it's kind of intense to hear, like, literally screaming. So then I called them, and then whatever, like, the police came and they lied. Whatever, don't care. Not my issue, but also kind of my issue, but also I just want them to be safe. Different neighbor came up to me and was like, oh my god, do you hear all this screaming, yelling, blah blah blah, like a week ago or something. And personally I didn't hear it on my side, but then she ended up calling the police, and then she did give me some cookies after, and she was like, nice to meet you, neighbor, which was really sweet. But then thinking back to it, she like called the police on them and then she like ran into the girl and she was like, oh my gosh, like yeah, like some of the other neighbors, like we've heard they like were just worried about you, but then like also kind of it seemed like it was implying that I was the one that like called the police, and she was like, yeah, your neighbor called the police on you even though it was her. No hate, no shade, but yeah, they definitely hate me. And speaking of this, we're going full circle, talk about a whisper, ramble, yap. Sometimes I was like worried, I was like, what am I gonna talk about, and then today I'm just like, oh my gosh, maybe you should literally stop talking. But actually, before anything happens, I just want to say something really quick from the genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I just feel I don't even know how to say this necessarily. Like, I've thought about all the ways I want to say it, so just I apologize ahead of time. It's such a crazy feeling, and I just feel so very blessed I just feel so completely accepted by you guys, and yeah, it just like really means a lot to me, that I can like be myself, and like you guys seem to love it and like love me, and it just makes me feel really happy because I just feel like I'm like, wow, I can be myself. I'm sorry. But I just want to say thank you, really from the bottom of my heart. Like, you guys are literally such the sweetest little sweetie angel pies, and like your support and love and comments just really means the world to me. And I'm sorry because I know sometimes I disappear, and that is a really that is a me issue, and I'm really trying to work on that because like mentally why sometimes when I disappear, it's deep down I'm like, what am I doing? Because it's like I know that I find so much love and fulfillment from you guys. So thanks again. And you know what? Oh my gosh, I am really such a crier. Tears come so easily, and that's like that was a nice tear that I liked because I've been bawling recently, and honestly I do feel like because this is a fun fact, this is some lore. I was actually bullied in high school, and I feel like I'm just dropping so much tea. Is it sizzling hot? I don't know. I was bullied in high school, and so I mastered the art of just silent crying because I was so hurt. I would just cry in all my classes, like at school, but obviously I couldn't be in the back, like, so I just can, like, it just like comes. I don't know to explain it, but the tears just like drop from my face, and that's been happening a lot recently, but it's nice to release those feelings. But all I have to say is I'm like mentally, but you know what has been dragging me down? I'm like, this is such a positive, happy, fun video. Let me complain. I'm not trying to complain, but I'm just something that I realized, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, this is why I don't like doing it. I would like to think, you know, like I'm a decently confident person. Like, hello. I am in the anxiety. The anxiety has been insane. It's been insane always, but it's been really insane recently. I'm seeing my psychiatrist tomorrow and my therapist. So it's just gonna be a double wham of great things, hopefully. Oh my gosh, last time I was with him in therapy, my therapist, I think, was trying to open the door to like you know, like inner child work, like some shadow work, and I was like, physically, my inner child was like blocking that. Was like, we cannot do that. So we'll see. we'll see. And okay, so what is shattering me though, like genuinely, and I'm like, why is there so many things on my face? Genuinely, what has been shattering me to the core is, and if you saw my last little video, I was like, oh, job interview. I am like right now applying to a lot of jobs and like trying to figure out my life, because being an adult is a lot, and I definitely need to be making way more money, and also just like, I guess, like trying to figure out a career path. So all I'm saying is basically like getting rejected constantly. Like I know deep down, like it's not necessarily me. Like I talked to my mom because she's like in HR, and she was like talking about, she's like especially, it's like there could just be someone who has like way more experience. Like there could be someone with like 5 years of experience applying for a job that only requires 2, you know, and it's like there's nothing you can do about that. But it has just been, and I also just like kind of feel confused because I feel like there is so much opportunity in my life, and I feel so grateful and blessed. But I'm just like, it's almost, there's so many things, and I don't know what I want to do or anything, that I get like paralyzed and anxious, and I freak out, and because and then I also am trying to hold space for like this and us and me and like you, because I mean, ideally, because that's also another thing too, I have very high standards for like jobs and industries and things that I do want to do, and I just really to my core, I don't want to start my career, because I am also I did start my career. Did I only have relaxed, sitting and chilling in my bed, like this. I mean, because I'm always like chilling, not necessarily in my bed, but right above it, right below it, right in front of it. But I'm just like, I'm having so much fun. I'm actually having a blast. Because, oh my gosh, wait, this is the last thing I will say. And I hope you're so relaxed just hearing me talk about unrelaxing things. But hopefully the tone of my voice and the rhythm of my yeah is soothing you. Okay, this is the end. This is the end of Yapunday, which is Yap Sunday. You know what? I also kind of feel like a podcaster a little bit. I feel like there's so many. Honestly, I feel like I usually listen to podcasts. I don't really watching them, but I feel like a lot of people have podcasts like where they're just like chilling, and I understand it. Oh my god, shut up! And I understand it now. It's kind of fun. I'm having fun. Okay, laundry, and this is insane. And then I'm actually gonna go because I need to fold said laundry. I don't know why, but like the past 2 or 3 weeks have been like hell for me and my laundry situation. So my apartment, my old little silly apartment, I don't have in unit laundry. That is a dream. That is a dream of mine. So it's downstairs, and surprise, it is not included in my rent. I have to pay for it, and it's $2 per wash, per dry, which I'm just like, okay, cool. And they have like an app, and it doesn't really work. Like, it'll be like, give the time. The times on these washing machines are never accurate. Like, they're never accurate. The dryers are all like always 60 minutes. Like, it's always an hour, and it says that. The washing, it's like 43 minutes. No, the fuck's not. And what? I don't know. But that's just how it is. But historically, what I would do was I like load it up, and then you scan a QR code on the thing, and you like can start it. So that's how they work. Whatever. I was cat sitting. So I guess honestly, this was kind of like a month-long issue, maybe. Because I was cat sitting. No, not a month long. Oh my god, a month long. I was cat sitting for Christmas. And because I was there, I was like, oh my gosh, can I do my laundry? And unit laundry. They're like, yeah. So it was awesome. Free. Great. I loved it. And then I did all of my laundry there. So I was like chilling, like going into January, like then December, whatever. And then my friend came over, and they had to do, like, they just wanted to come over, clothes, you know, like socks and just like all of that stuff, just like smaller things would be nice. So that's TBD. Once again, I think my apartment, it's like less than 400 square feet, so what I have no idea. Anyways, so yesterday, one of my neighbors too, he's James. Lee, hi, how are you? He's the best, he's so sweet. We do like food trade sometimes. Well, he like will cook, but I'll always bring like food from work. So I have like pizza. I brought him a pizza yesterday, and then I was like, "Are you having this issue with the laundry machines?" Like, I'm losing my mind because I also had this theory. I had this theory actually that Loki, my neighbors, had like somehow cursed me or like did something to my cars or something, so like it wouldn't work. Like I was like, "Was that you?" And I didn't think that was likely, but I was like, "Why does this kind of feel like it's a me issue?" Turns out it was a fucking me issue, and this might be a me. I just like kind of felt like the world was out to get me, and that's not like a good way. Azula, please. That's not like a good way to see the world, but like in this situation, it really felt like that, and it looked like it was. But I said earlier that we'll put a pin in it too because there wasn't like any update, right? So my neighbor was like, "Okay, cool." Like he's like, "I can help you do it," and I was like, "No, I'm tired. I got back from work and I was like kind of late. I had to charge my car, so it was like 10:30 something. I was like, I'm gonna just exhausted, whatever." But then I was like, "No, you know what? I don't want to do laundry today," which is great because I did do a little laundry today, but was not gonna do like 5 loads of laundry, and I've only done 3. I only needed to do 3. But so last night I was like, you know what? Whatever. Yes. So I brought my laundry down, and I was like, "Can you please help me?" His app is working fine. I was like, "What the heck?" And this is where the pain comes out. He was like, "Have you tried deleting it and reinstalling it?" Like that isn't the first thing that you should try, and like honestly the most reliable. So it's not working. Turn off, turn back on. How did I not do that? How did I not? Genuinely, how did I not do that? Like, it kind of blows my mind. I didn't think of that. Anyways, he helped me with it, and I put it in all of my robes and my towels, which was great. And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And he was like, "Okay, I can help you once you do it." And I was like, "Wait, I'm actually gonna put in another load and just go and test this." So I turned it on and off because this app was not working. Now turn it on and off. I delete it. I get it back. I log in. And it's funny because you know when you like log into something and like you use Apple. Sorry, I'm using Apple on my computer and using Google. Like I'm lazy. Like I don't care. And it saves a password for you, and that's awesome. Whatever. Well, like when you do the Apple one, right? You can hide your email or just give you a random email. For why reason is my email for that one? Maybe it's for, I don't know if it's like the same for everything, but it's like cheaper nutmeg 642. Like what? Like cheaper nutmeg 642 at gmail.com or whatever.